Hi, this is Melissa from blockchain.wtf, and today we're going to be talking about how the blockchain is going to affect accounting. The blockchain is a distributed ledger. Best part is it is decentralized, unchangeable record of peer-to-peer transactions built from blocks that are stored in a digital ledger. This makes for a system perfect for adding accuracy, transparency, and speed to accounting. It will help enforce the Sarbanes-Oxley Act, which is supposed to protect investors from the possibility of fraudulent accounting activities by corporations, but it hasn't been very effective in doing so. This industry will face a lot of disruption long term, but at the moment the technology is new and isn't ready to replace anyone's job. Yet. Experts do anticipate that the blockchain may begin to affect legacy accounting around 2023 with widespread adoption as soon as 2025. This will reduce the amount of jobs in bookkeeping, reconciliation, and auditing. The way the industry works right now is about as efficient as a Rube Goldberg machine. The blockchain technology will shorten out the steps that don't add value. Currently, the accounting period is one fiscal year, and that is broken into quarterly reports, where teams of people review samples of past transactions, and they judge the integrity of those events. Wall Street stock brokerages and research are built around the data with updated projections each quarter. Mutual fund asset managers, pension funds, and hedge funds all have their compensation based on those quarterly performances. Even government bond traders rely on this delay of predictive quarterly information. These will all be affected once triple entry accounting through the blockchain speeds up this process, trimming the fat on these speculative jobs. The interesting part of this shift in jobs is that the blockchain won't be eliminating low-level ones like factory workers. These are normally the people that are threatened when a new technology disrupts an industry. But for the first time, this will affect bankers, accountants, lawyers, and other white-collar workers with degrees. Machines will input the financial data, analyze and audit the information, all within a few minutes, if not seconds. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, there are 1.3 million people in the United States alone employed in the accounting field. Although this isn't good for people that are in that field, this will be great for consumers that won't have to wait as long to receive information. Auditors will still be needed to some capacity, although their role will drastically reduce as the blockchain records all transactions, but it doesn't describe them. We're likely to see this job take on a modified role, as classifying these transactions and auditing smart contracts will still be necessary. So what is triple entry accounting? Triple entry accounting adds a level of clarity and honesty to bookkeeping that double entry accounting cannot offer. And currently, that has been the standard for hundreds of years. Double entry accounting is where I write in my ledger I exchanged $1 for an orange, and the other person that sold me the orange writes that in their ledger. Double entry accounting accounts for the debit and the credit side, but the other party's records can't be checked as you don't have access to them. Triple entry accounting has address A, address B, and a third address. That's the confirmation receipt. The third public ledger allows for both books to reconcile their ledgers and make sure that the records are all in agreement. It shows you every transaction so you can see the debit and the credit side involved. Companies can now write their transactions directly into a joint ledger instead of keeping separate ones, based on transaction receipts. These cryptographically sealed records have the same validity as having a notary verify the transactions, and they cannot be falsified or deleted. Involvement of the Big Four firms. Although this technology will get rid of a lot of jobs, it will create new ones around compliance, as the Big Four accounting firms are already getting involved. Ernst & Young was the first to accept Bitcoin as payment, with PricewaterhouseCoopers following behind. KPMG launched a digital ledger service program in 2016 to help with financial service companies investigate blockchain application. They partnered with Microsoft to create the Blockchain Nodes Initiative to identify new applications for blockchain technology. They are also a member of the Wall Street Blockchain Alliance. In 2014, Deloitte launched Rubix, a one-stop blockchain software platform. XBRL is the reporting language. It's an XML standard for tagging businesses and financial reports to increase the transparency and accessibility of business information. It uses a uniform format. They've already looked into ways of implementing this technology into their formats. Credit card companies, banks, and the IRS will all be disrupted by this technology. The IRS will likely be affected the most, as their entire business model revolves around auditing, which triple entry accounting can streamline. Hive is the first cryptocurrency invoicing platform, and they claim to be your auditor, risk manager, and liquidity broker all in one. Hive buys invoices at a discount for HVN tokens to get business owners paid quicker than the standard 90 days. If a client has a $500 invoice, they would get $400 in a couple of days instead of the $500 and waiting 90. The person that buys their invoice gets paid the extra $100 because they have the liquidity to wait for the vendor to pay the balance. Consensus's Balance team has formed the Accounting Blockchain Coalition. Members include accounting firms, accounting associations, standard-setting bodies, regulators, law firms, investors, and blockchain innovators. The members partake in a monthly call to educate each other on the best practices around the blockchain for accounting. And they focus on topics like valuation, financial statement presentation, and legacy system upgrades. Know of any other projects in the accounting industry? Throw it in the comments, like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell for notifications. Thanks for watching.